Ladies and gentlemen, today you've heard mostly facts and figures. First from Mayors Todd Pearson and Russell Cole, with actual history showing the long positive track record of growth of our local hotel motel taxes and our tourism industry going back as far as the mid-80s. You also just heard Commissioner Charles Smith, who served as a non-voting member on the Venue Tax Committee, and shared some additional information concerning the independent feasibility study that was conducted by PKF Consulting out of Dallas. But also a more conservative approach, which was unveiled last week at that workshop, for additional assurance to the voters and to the local citizens of the viability of the conference center. Instead of using the historical growth of the hotel motel tax of double digits in both cases, the projections are ratcheted back to only 5%. And the M&O deficit, which was projected by PKF, was also raised considerably and thus much more conservative than the PKF study. You also heard from Jane Gimler, a local developer and operator in the hotel and motel industry, who shared very useful information, in my opinion, from the corporate perspective. We also got a glimpse of the benefits for our local citizens from a local event planner, Amy Canterbury. So these proposals will benefit more than just our visitors and local businesses. And finally, you've heard from Representative Lisa Kelly from the USDA about some very attractive and timely financing options and possibilities that are available to us at this present time through the Rural Community Development Program. But as I said, this is all mostly about facts and figures. In my humble opinion, the upcoming vote is more than that. It's about our community's future. Rarely do voters have an opportunity to significantly improve the local economy and quality of life without any new taxes. So I see this election as an opportunity to invest in our area's future. The history of the hotel motel tax clearly shows a positive trend. And while we've not been immune to the national slowdown, I believe our long-term outlook remains bright here in Rockport-Fulton. There is no question that tourism is a linchpin of our local economy and that our unique natural attributes make us well positioned to compete. However, continued investment in our tourism infrastructure is required to maintain and enhance this industry. The direct travel and tourism spending and its multiplier effect translate into significant local economic impact, and you've heard about that today. Not only the tourism industry will get that impact, but also many other related beneficiaries, not to mention the additional sales tax, additional jobs, and use of the facilities by our local citizens. So the economic impact of travel and tourism extends way beyond the calculations you've heard today. In my opinion, these three propositions all work together to improve our community's future. Last month, when I spoke briefly at this luncheon, I said now is the time to act. But it's more than that. It's the perfect time. We may never again have the stars align like they are now with financing terms this attractive. What we have in this community now is a direct result of previous committed citizens who decided and banded together to make it happen. And it's time to do it again. Let me say it again in case you missed it. It's time to take this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an investment in our community to support the economic base that helped make this area what it is today. That investment only requires one thing: your positive vote for all three propositions on May 8th. And we encourage you to also tell your family, your friends, and your co-workers. Early voting starts April 26th at the Courthouse Annex on Concho and continues through May 4th. If you're also inclined to help, we could use your financial support by dropping a few dollars in our fish bait bucket on your way out the door today. This PAC is self-funded. Also, if you're willing to make help make telephone calls to help us get the vote out, you can let us know in one of two ways. By indicating on the clipboard that's been going around, showing the names of supporters, or by just dropping your name on a piece of paper in that fish bait bucket. Like I said last month, we are now at another defining moment in this community's history. In my opinion, the visitor's tax is the best economic development tool to come along in decades. I hope you'll all take this to heart and seize the opportunity.